Moving 2,000 miles away from home, it's not been the smoothest transition. With adjustment came so many lonely nights and intrusive thoughts that made me think, what if? I don't think I'll ever be able to stop imagining the what ifs, but even with these thoughts, I give California a fair chance to convince me otherwise, because I didn't want to linger on the city I'm not even in and the prestigious school name, thinking that's all I'll need to be happy. And I'm happy to say that my life in Southern California is everything I wanted and more. Good morning. Okay, I started vlogging by vlogging little clips of my day, but now I'm gonna go get food because I haven't really had a proper meal today. Literally, I had a stale bagel with nothing on it, and then an almond croissant and coffee, so I am craving either Cane's or In-N-Out. Like, what is California without In-N-Out or Cane's? So I'm debating between those two choices and I don't know what to get. I'm leaning more towards Cane's, but for the sake of the video, I might want to do In-N-Out because In-N-Out is like, screams California. But yeah, we're gonna get food and I'm gonna do like a eat with me video, which I have not done in so long, but I really want to do one today, so let's go. Today's video is featuring the Ioniq 5, which I'm currently sitting in, and it is a brand new SUV from Hyundai's first electric car brand called Ioniq. From smaller efforts like using the metal straws to bigger efforts like transitioning into an electric vehicle, it should be in our generation's best interest to help the environment. I'm personally a big EV person. Maybe it's like the California side of me, or maybe I just really do take pride in helping with the carbon neutrality. I am so delighted to be sharing my experience with you guys. In this vehicle, I'm going to take you guys around throughout my weekend and share the ride. The overall design is super sleek, high-tech, futuristic, everything you would expect an EV to be, but I would say it's like the perfect middle ground for you to transition from a normal vehicle to an EV. The interior is actually designed and made incorporating sustainable materials, which is very impressive, and their goal was to make the interior of a car feel like your living room. So with the larger space and this sliding center console, you can have more options to make this space feel cozy and functional, and I personally really do like how this moves around. It's so cool. I don't think I've ever done In-N-Out drive-thru, so I have no idea where to go. Hi. Do I place an order here with you, or should I go around? Oh, okay. Can I just do a double and then french fries?
Anything else for you today?
That's it.
Alright, that's gonna come out to 7:33 at the first one, please. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, how are you?
I'm
Do you want to catch it today?
good. Yes, please. Thank you. Have a good day. Oh, yummy. Got my burger. Yum! We are gonna do a eat with me like the good old days. In today's video, I really want to talk about dealing with college rejections, or rejections in general if you apply the same theory to anything that you're dealing with right now. Specifically, just kind of dealing with that bittersweet feeling of being excited for a new chapter of your life and also being scared that you have no idea what is about to happen, because that is exactly what you go through after graduating from high school. I'm going to pull out my iPad for this part because I have all the talking points on it. This car actually has a really cool feature called V2L where you can plug in any electronics that you might need to plug in. If you're camping and you want to put in like fairy lights, you can do that. If you're doing last minute homework in the car, you need to charge your laptop, you can do that. So I am going to plug in my iPad, have it charged. First thing I have on here, it says, "My world was falling apart when I opened my NYU rejection letter." And it still to this day haunts me for some reason. I think I might be just taking it personally, but weirdest like instances, weirdest connections to NYU. Like, I always somehow find NYU TikToks on my For You page, and that is weird because TikTok is obviously like very randomized. Normally shows you TikToks from around your area, but I always land on NYU TikToks, and it makes me very mad. I'm like, I'm not even in New York. Why are you showing me the possible college life that I could have lived if I went to NYU when I'm not even there? And it just makes me mad. But honestly, I'm so happy here now. Like, I really feel like I found my place here. I can see myself staying here for at least like the next 5-10 years of my life. Do I still think about how I could have been a cooler person if I went to NYU and was an NYU girly, like had the NYU 25 on my bio? Yes, I do. But I think that's just what all humans do. Just think about the things that we could have been, and I'm happy with the person I am here, and I think that I am cool enough here. Like, I don't need that NYU title to be cool. Accepting rejection really starts with trusting the opportunities that are given to you instead of resenting the opportunities that dodged you, because rejection can be a wonderful strike of luck. I think this saying really got me through the rejection. And another thing is to make a promise with yourself that wherever you end up, you will make the best of it. You literally spent the last 12 years going through school and building this like foundation of what you should have to go into the bigger real world. You might feel like you're not ready, which I felt that way too. You are more than ready, and everyone's kind of on the same page. If you feel like you're not ready and you really are not ready, the first month of college is going to help you get ready for that, and you will see that for yourself. And one last thing for accepting rejection, and I think this is the most important, is that the name of your college matters to a certain degree. We all know that, but you have to realize that there's always going to be incredibly dedicated, passionate, gifted learners everywhere you go. Don't estimate a school's ability to give you the opportunity to learn and to give you opportunity to socialize just by its acceptance rate. I'm not gonna lie, Chapman was my safety school. I didn't put in a lot of effort to applying. I underestimated the school. I thought, I'm a business major, it was my safety school, so I feel like the first year is going to be a breeze. I feel like the college experience is going to be so easy for me, like I'm ready for this, like what's gonna be so hard? I'm over here struggling. I'm so lost in like half of my classes, and I put in the work, I put in the effort, I went to my classes, and that also comes with other people's perception of like what kind of person you are and how hardworking and talented and gifted you are just by like associating you and the school that you're about to attend. And if they start treating you differently, or if they treat you less than compared to someone else who's going to a better school, I only have one thing to say about that, and that is to stop associating yourself with that type of people. Literally, that's it. One very last thing is to start thinking about what creative problem solving means to you, because you're gonna have to do a lot of it in college to solve your problems. To minimize your stress, start kind of thinking in that mindset whenever you're coming across a problem during the summer. This mindset, like if you come across a problem and you don't just like settle on it and be like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? Like I'm so sad about this, I can't do anything. If you're able to switch and be like, oh, problem solving, how do I solve this problem? What kind of solution can I bring in? You're going to struggle so much less. We are now getting ready for our Kappa formal. It's like prom, but in college. So that's exciting because I always loved getting ready for prom. That's the best part. I already have mine. Hopefully I don't go blind because my eyes are so dry that normally my eyes, like I will literally start losing my sight because of how dry it is. We love getting ready.
I love it.
Ooh. Oh my gosh, wait, have you heard Dua Lipa by Jack Harlow?
No.
Girl, what are you doing? I'm gonna get here first.
Dua Lipa, I'm trying to do more with her than do a feature.
Update, I'm doing my hair. I curled it and I'm putting in little braids. Oh, that's so cute. I've been just kind of chilling and doing homework, but I think I'm gonna go to Trader Joe's because I'm seeing Yura later today and I want to get her flowers. I just realized that with this car, it does that thing when you walk close to the car with the key in your hand, it will like automatically unlock the car instead of you like having to press it, which I think is very convenient. And also, as you saw, the car seat moves in when you are seated, so it gives you more space to kind of like get adjusted, and I really like that. A couple of like my personal favorite things about this car. I love how the center console is literally just like, usually you have to open this to get access to the main big storage area, but this thing is just open here. You could literally like use this as a table. Also, there are certain safety features in this car that I'm honestly amazed by. Like yesterday, I was trying to change a lane and I guess it wasn't the perfect timing and the steering wheel like resisted me trying to like sway the wheel. So that felt very safe and I wish every car did that because that would prevent so many accidents. What else? When I'm driving it just feels so smooth and airy. Like it feels like the car is floating on the road. You barely feel any turbulences. This is like the one car where I felt like I was floating. I've never really experienced that with any other cars before. Another feature that I really like is when you're stopped at a red light and for some reason you're zoning out a little bit, you're like talking with a friend and you don't realize that the car in front of you is starting to leave because the red light turned into a green light. It gives you like a little alert like, hey, the car in front of you is starting to move, maybe it's time for you to start going again. And I really appreciated that feature because I've never seen a car have that. I got the flowers, but I also got Trader Joe's mango 100% juice smoothie. I was craving something refreshing, so let me do. Why was that so easy to open? Whenever something is way too easy to open, I'm like, did someone open this already? Whatever. That is so good. That is exactly what I needed and exactly what I wanted. New favorite, right here. I am back in my room because there is something on TikTok that I've seen that I want to try with this flower. Right now it is wrapped in this like plastic wrapper, right? But I can take a brown paper bag and wrap it around and make it look more fancy. This is for you. And then here's the gold too. Oh, thank you. She's never tried it before. Wait, can I smell it again too? So good.
It tastes more like churros than it does like.
We're trying to attempt to do this dance.
What's up, Dua Lipa? I'm trying to do more with her than do a feature.
I'm starting my day off early today because I am wanting to get a fun drink for myself to treat myself for Monday, and I also have to charge the Ioniq 5 before I return it. I'm a little sad to say goodbye to the car actually. Like starting to really learn like how convenient it is to have a car that I used to consider like sensitive. Like I understand why people drive more sensitive cars. And I'm quoting it because sensitive depends on like what kind of car you drive, what kind of experience you have, but it's just like so much easier, like effortless, so much less like power goes into driving when you're driving a lighter car that's more sensitive. And I was driving like my own car last night and I couldn't really get used to like how heavy it felt because I was already like spoiled by the Ioniq 5. I am here to charge the car. With Electrify America, Ionic 5 gets complimentary charging, which is insane. So you technically are not spending any money on electric gas. And at this specific location with the superchargers with 350 kilowatts, you can charge your car from 10% to 80% in 18 minutes, which is insanely fast. I'm done charging the car, but thank you Ionic for letting me have this car for the weekend and having me experience it. It was such a fun experience. And if you guys get the chance to try out this car, I highly recommend it. And I will see you guys in my next video. I'll see you soon. Bye.